I live in a 55-year-old community, and I met him. He lived in Michigan, and he actually moved to Florida to be with me here. He lived in Michigan, whatever. And like when he moved here, he was too needy. He didn't know anybody except his brother. His brother was blind, and like so he was just too needy for me. Like he just wanted to see me all the time, and I'm like a really busy woman, and I work, and he was retired. And anyway, I broke up with him after like a year. I just broke up with him in May. And like right away, well, obviously, because I live in a 55-year-old community, he started dating someone else, like right away. Like 3 weeks later,
They got in there.
it's like the casserole brigade came out, you know?
Bertha got
Like,
him. Big Bertha got him, love. It's over for you.
what?
Keep going. Continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Actually, a woman I play cards with, she introduced him right away. Like the minute somebody showed interest, that was it. So like now he's all around, you know, like I run into him all the time with her. I call her the BJ lady, which is not nice, but whatever. And like, and it's really hard. I don't want him back. I broke up with him, and it's like I can't. I'm not dealing with it well. I'm just not dealing with it. It's all I think about. I'm obsessed with it. It's like I want him to see me because I'm 10 years younger than she is. She's not a nice looking guy. Obviously, she paid him a little attention. He's needy. She's needy. And I'm just having I can't get it out of my thoughts all the time.
Right.
I see them together at shows, at everywhere I go. I can't go to the exercise classes I was going to.
Bingo?
I'm really
You see him at bingo?
No, at like the exercise classes I go to.
Okay.
And I'm struggling with it.
Okay. So what's your question here, love?
Well, I don't know. My question is, how do I get it out of my mind? It's like I want to see them. It's like I'm torturing myself. But then again, I don't want to see them. But then I keep looking on Facebook to see what they're doing. And I don't know what to do, you know?
Okay, before I get to that, very important question. Why do you call her the BJ lady?
Well, like, it's not nice, but I don't know. I call her like the blowjob lady.
Did you see? How do you know that she's deserving?
No, I'm not. It's just like a mean name, you know, because I'm trying to be funny, but it's not.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I bet she gives a mean one, to be honest with you. Tend to be overachievers at that age. But so you want to know how to move on from this situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. How do you fill your time so far? Like what do you do during the day to fill your time?
Well, I work. I help elderly. I'm 67, but
Right.
I help people older than myself. I work and I act. I'm an actress, and I'm always busy. I play cards. I exercise. I walk. I'm a mother. I'm a busy woman.
Gotcha. How did you meet him?
I just met him here where I live. I was at the Senior Olympics, and he was here too, visiting his brother on vacation.
Did you participate? Did you participate in the Senior Olympics?
And then I was crazy about him then, but he didn't live here. And then he moved here for me. But when I saw a couple of signs that he was really needy, I saw a couple of things, but I chose to ignore it,
Mm-hmm.
He kept coming here every month, and then he moved here for me,
Right. How did he take the news when you cut things off?
Not good. But 3 weeks later, he was already with someone.
Mm-hmm. All right. Are there no other eligible bachelors there?
Not really. They have one foot in the grave here,
So they're like significantly older than you?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Do you ever like venture out of that community?
Yeah, I do. I mean, is that the answer for me to meet? So I don't really want to go online and start with that, meet somebody like that,
Right.
really.
Right. Yeah, you don't need to do that, but I mean, I would venture outside of the community, love. I would go on a bingo tour across the nation if I were you. I would try to take those same activities you're already doing and find other places to do them. Meet other people. You sound like a very sociable person.
Yeah, very social.
Yeah, so leverage that. Leverage that social muscle and go out and meet other people the same way that you met him. Like you met him by engaging in your hobbies and you just kind of organically met, right?
Right.
So do that same thing, just do it in other places where you can actually encounter other people who may be like him.
Right. Even
But
go
I
acting
would,
somewhere or whatever.
right, but I would learn the lesson from this, which is sometimes we can like work on things as opposed to just cutting people off immediately, right? And so if you encounter somebody else who may be a little bit needy like that, maybe you find a way to make that work for you where it's like, okay, you let them know that you need your space at times. And it's nothing personal. You will be that way with anybody. And you are that way with everyone, is how I would word it. So that will kind of prevent you from being overwhelmed in the connection. But you see how like just ending a connection for those type of reasons can kind of lead you to this situation.
Right. Well, I did tell him, and I made a schedule, but that didn't work either. I guess he didn't like me making a schedule and it was too much.
Yeah, you don't need to make a schedule. Just protect your time. So it doesn't need to be like a. You don't have to share, your Google Calendar with them or anything like that. But just when you need space, just take it. That's all.
Right.
That's it. Okay.
All right.
All right, love. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Did not see that coming. Hey, who saw that one coming? First call? Uno? Wow. They get freaky in those nursing homes. Make sure, love, you also get that My Chart. Because I've heard stories about how when you hit 60, y'all be getting down. Y'all be getting down. I know you don't have any evidence that the BJ lady is actually giving out the BJs. I was a betting man. It's happening right now. It's happening right now. Messy one too. So stay protected. I think it's just like they just don't give a fuck when they get old like that. They're just like, a little syphilis ain't never hurt nobody, right? All right. Right. Okay. So, again, if you have a question pertaining to dating and relationships, you can hit the button at the bottom of the screen with the blue and pink person. I will bring you up and solve your issue. Who we got? Hello.
Hi,
Hey, how you doing?
doing good. I maybe have like a basic question. I'm just curious, like, where does one meet men who want to be in relationships? Or like, maybe that's a little too broad. Um, yeah, I guess that's kind of essentially the question.
Um, how have you been meeting men so far?
Lately through friends of friends.
Okay.
And nothing completely, well, no, like, some of them are either a little like going way too fast, like they want to see you every day, they want to talk all the time, which is nothing wrong, I guess, but I think I just rather pace. And then I think the last guy I went on a date with decided he loved his best friend, so he ended things with me. So I think I'm not really sure like where you meet where you meet guys in real life if it's not through friends of friends. So yeah.
I knew I talked about the static environment too early. Chat, why ain't y'all stop me? Y'all supposed to hold me accountable. Okay, I'm gonna give you a speech in a minute, love. But before I get to that, you said that you're meeting guys who are either not serious,
Yeah.
right, or they want to move too fast. And how are you defining too fast?
Like, either like talking, trying to call me every day, or trying to rush intimacy
Rush,
within the first week.
rush intimacy.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like rush into having sex,
Okay.
which is fine for some people. I'm not judging. I just feel like I want to get to know you first before.
Okay. So when that occurs, how do you respond?
I tell them I'm not ready, and then usually like they kind of fall back and they kind of stop talking to me.
Gotcha.
So.
And how old are you?
29.
Okay. Okay. Are you like abstaining for marriage or anything like that?
No, I just would like there to be some type of commitment
Mm-hmm.
or going towards that exclusivity. I just feel like I don't want to do it too soon if I and get attached or be vulnerable in that way.
Gotcha. Makes
So.
perfect sense. Made perfect sense. Okay. So there's two ways to meet people organically, right?
Okay.
There are dynamic environments and static environments. All right. Dynamic environments are environments where when you go, you see different people every time you go. Nothing wrong with it. It's just not ideal. There's going to be bars, clubs, farmers market, grocery stores, the mall, etc. Okay. Perfectly fine to meet people that way. It's just not ideal. The second way is ideal. The second way is what is called a static environment. Static environments are the complete opposite. Those are environments where every time you go, you see the same people over and over and over again. Now, what are the benefits of static environments? There are many. I will not enumerate them. But one significant one is you benefit off of there being a degree of reputation management, right? So when you're in a community like space, people's reputation often precedes them, right? You meet someone on a dating app, you meet someone in a dynamic environment like a bar or at the mall, you don't know anything about them. So you have to do all the mental work of figuring out who they are. In a static environment, people know who they are, and you will oftentimes be warned. So that benefits you in two ways. One, weirdos are normally ostracized. So if someone's super weird, they just kind of get going, right? Their reputation is ruined, they remove themselves. Even if that doesn't happen, let's say you go to a static environment, there's a guy who approaches you, you're feeling them, you exchange numbers. You may have another woman in that environment tell you that he hits on everybody there. Now you know to avoid that, right? You don't really get that benefit anywhere else. Additional benefit is static environments can kind of act as a filtering mechanism, meaning they can select, the environment itself can select for traits that you want your partner to have. So there was a woman I was talking to on this live. She wanted someone who was fit and loved nature. So I told her to join a hiking community, right?
Okay.
So that hiking community selects for both of those traits. Now, when you put yourself in these environments, the goal is not to find a romantic partner. You don't want to go in with that mentality. You want to enjoy yourself because you should be enjoying whatever the static environment is centered on, right? Like she liked nature, thus she would like a hiking community. So in other words, you don't want to join a run club and you hate running. Now the guy you want is like ahead of the pack because he's super in shape and you at the back of the line trying to catch up, about to have a heart attack. We don't want that. We don't want that, right? We want you to do things you actually enjoy because then that will put you in a more attractive state. So you want to just spread positive energy. You want to connect with people. You want to make platonic connections as well as potential romantic connections because every platonic connection you make can potentially lead you to a romantic connection.
Gotcha. Okay, so going to a place that has the attributes of the person that I would like to be with,
Right.
but don't
Right.
go there for them, go there for me.
Right.
In hopes that someone's there. Okay.
You want this strategy is based upon positioning
Okay.
because you can't force romantic connections. You can just position yourself for them to occur. If you want to catch fish, you want to go where the fish are. Right? So, you're just positioning yourself. That's all. You're just putting yourself in the flow where it can actually occur. And then you're showing yourself as friendly so that people will actually want to engage with you. And this is not a short-term strategy. This is why some people scoff at it, because we live in a world where everything is immediate. That's why dating apps are so, part of the reason why dating apps are so compelling, because you get speed of connection. But while you do get speed, you sacrifice quality. A lot of people in those apps are escaping something. They're running from something. Either they're trying to escape into another person because they just ended something with the previous person they're with, or they can't be alone. Whatever their reason for being up there, it often isn't a good one.
Okay, no, this was super helpful. Okay, so it's just like, it's for the long haul.
Right. So what I have clients do is I have them draw two concentric circles, two circles that intersect. One side, they write down their interests. The other side, they write down the qualities of whoever man or woman they want to have. When the circles intersect, they write down the static environments that select for traits on both sides. Have a list of those. You can start with one, but the more you have, the better. Because there's also digital static environments. This live is a digital static environment, right? So, well, it's a mixture of both. It's like static and dynamic. We have about 150 people who show up every time I go live, and then we have like 100 or 150 more who are new. So, I've been doing it for over a year. And we build connections in the chat. People kind of know each other. They build parasocial relationships. And we actually just took a group trip to Dallas, Texas, where a lot of people met for the first time and lifelong bonds were formed, right? So there's many ways you can execute on this strategy, but this is giving people more of a strategic approach to dating, because people have strategies for, their fitness goals, their career goals, but when it comes to their love life, they kind of just do random things.
Yeah, I think a lot of that comes from most times you meet people through proximity. So that's kind of what you're saying, but like through school or work, or church, and so if you don't have those anymore, or you don't have those environments, it's kind of hard to meet people. So
right, and they exist. It's just you have to, growing up, you were forced into those situations.
Yeah. When
you become an adult, you don't have to go anymore. So you have to be intentional and create your own. I created my own static environment, right? But if people are unwilling to do that, they can just join somebody else's. When I first got single, after my last relationship ended, I joined an app called Meetup. And joined a few meetup groups on that app and met people that way. Those were all static environments, right? So people always ask, what are examples of static? I say, I can't guide your hand to it. You got to just think for a second. It's literally any kind of hobby or club or space where you see people. You just got to just think for a second. You'll figure it out. You'll see the same people over and over and over again. Whatever that is for you, whatever resonates with you that meets those stipulations, then it's that's where you should place yourself.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Best of luck to you, all right?
Yep.
I'm not giving this speech again tonight. Tapping out. I'm not giving it again. Somebody else asked a question pertaining to that. Danny, I'm tapping you in, or Shantega, and y'all can do it. Pet peeve is honestly when people are like, "What? Give me more examples of static environment." No, I'm not. Can't figure that out, you're cooked. If you can't figure that out, if you cannot figure that out, if you can't just close your eyes and Jimmy Neutron that shit, think. If you can't do that, there's no hope for you, baby. There's no hope for you. It's over with. Wrap it up. You won't believe how many times people ask me that question. Not you, Kiana. You didn't ask that question. You didn't ask that. I'm talking about people. I'm reflecting on I've made videos on it, and people will leave that in the comment section after I go through the painstaking process of explaining it in vivid detail, giving examples, hiking community, Toastmasters. And be like, more please. Like baby birds waiting to be fed. I'm not your mama. Huh? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna draw this map and then send you on your merry way. Mwah. Safe travels. Safe travels, baby. Feel like I can definitely give that a pitch by now. Right. Y'all done heard me give that speech. I do it once per live. I don't mind giving it once. I'm not giving it again though. I'm not doing it. I turn my brain off when I give it now because it's like it's muscle memory at this point. It's like muscle memory. I got that Toastmaster story memorized. I need some more examples. I only have like the Toastmaster one and like the hiking community one. And now we have like the live one because we have proof of concept at this point. Just pin a video on it and assign it somewhere. I probably should do that. What is the key to a successful long distance relationship? It not being long distance anymore. How long have y'all been long distance? Which I have to understand. There's nothing wrong with long distance relationships, but it is not a natural situation to be in. It is only possible due to technology. So people are meant to be around one another. What the fuck is this? Oh, I recognize this white woman. Like an old coworker. $8 months? What the hell y'all doing? What is the distance? What states are y'all in? Y'all better be on the same rock, same continent. Don't piss me off right now. What states? Give me the states. I need the states. Texas and New Mexico. Is that what you said? 52 years looking for my better half. You a man or a woman? Oh, you're a woman. I was about to point you to that nursing community where the previous caller was from. Okay. How long of a drive is that? Or does that require a flight? I'm terrible with geography. It's 9 hours? How frequently do y'all see each other on the monthly cadence? Is it monthly, every other month? Talk to me. Monthly? Okay. Any plans on closing the gap? Like, what's the plan? Talk to me. Have we put any plans into motion? Have we spoken about it? When are we closing the gap on that long distance relationship? I'm here for 18 months for work. 18 months from now? Or have you made progress into that 18 months? And how long have y'all been together? You should have called in. I have many questions. There we go. Let's get to the bottom of it. Let's get to the bottom of it. Hello.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely, absolutely. So tell me about this 8-month long distance.
So we were neighbors.
Okay.
So
Not
we
anymore.
You're
definitely not
I
neighbors
know.
now. Okay.
So we connected on that. And so I texted him to let him know that I was moving to New Mexico for work. And he was like, oh no. Then he approached me. So we became a couple when I moved here.
Oh. Okay.
And then today he was like, I'm coming to get you. Because it's like, what I want to move back to Texas is I want him to kind of have a foundation laid for us because he still is taking care of his grown kids. So I don't want to move with him and also take a part of raising his grown taking care of his grown kids. And I've had talks with him several times. I want to move back, but I want to move back for marriage. I don't want to move back to live with him.
Okay. All right. How old are the kids?
Oh, the youngest is 18, and then there's 20, 22, and 25.
And they all live with them?
No, just two of them.
Okay, so 2 of them live
A
with
20 and an 18-year-old live with them.
them. Hey, you don't want kids in the house?
I I want them to have a plan because the 18-year-old he graduated from school. He still stay up all night playing video games. He don't have a job. He supports him 100%, and that will be an issue for me. Even if we were moving in engaged, that would be an issue for me because I just don't take care of grown people.
Heard. Okay. When you say a plan, what would a hypothetical plan look like?
They say, okay, well, I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna get a job, this is when I'm gonna move out. I don't see them kids living with us forever. I just won't do that.
How long will be too long with the kids living there for you?
2 years. More than 2 years. After 2 years, it's going to be an issue for me.
You might as well wrap it up, beloved. You might as well wrap it up. You're talking about an 18-year-old. You know how tough the economy is right now?
I understand, but his other kids got and left. And the only reason why the one that's 20 years old just moved back because of school, he didn't apply for his housing in time. So next semester, he will be back in school in the dormitory. But the 18-year-old have no plans to go to school or do nothing.
I get that. Some people are slow with it. I understand. But yeah, I'm just telling you right now, that's really your hard timeline and you're not budging on that, you might as well wrap it up.
So what should I do then?
Wrap it up.
What is more realistic? Because my only thing of it is if he had a job and he was working towards something, that would be something. When I move there, my income becomes his income and we're one household. I don't feel like I should have to contribute to his grown kids.
How do you feel like you would need to contribute?
Because I'm not gonna not help out. So everything he does for his kiddos. Mm-hmm. When I go in the household, I'm probably gonna be paying bills as well, just like he is. And if the kiddos are not paying bills, that's a problem for me.
Okay. I mean, with this is a compatibility issue then. Just to be completely honest and blunt with you, if you tell me that if you move in and he doesn't pressure his 18-year-old to get out, then you're going to be resenting the situation. You might as well not even begin it.
Okay, so we need to have another talk.
Mm-hmm. And he'll resent you for forcing him.
Okay, we need to have a talk because the kids. He had a full ride to school. He decided all of a sudden, I don't want to go to school. School is not for me. He went to saying all kinds of conspiracy theories. So we had our plan. I mean, he was going to actually try to meet me halfway with his job and so that we could see each other more often. But when his kiddo said, oh, well, I'm not going to school, he just changed the whole plan. And things has been real strange for us lately.
Mm-hmm. I get it. But yeah, I mean, like, if this is the lifestyle that you want, then I can't knock you for it. But you'll be wasting your time and setting yourself up for failure if you are expecting him to. If he already changing his plans like that, considering how much he seems to be interested in you for his 18-year-old, it could be 25 before that 18-year-old moves out, if that.
So how should that talk go?
Exactly.
Just tell him how I truly feel then?
Yeah, exactly what you told me. Right?
Okay.
You could just say it how you just told me.
Okay.
Then see how he responds.
Okay.
Now, if he agrees to it, because he probably doesn't want to lose you, right? Mm-hmm. You would need to see, like, evidence, not just words.
Okay.
But you're going to have a beef with 18-year-old, though. Prepare for that. Prepare for that.
I mean, all his kids love me. Well, they knew me as Miss Troy before they knew me as their dad girlfriend.
Right.
So I never had a problem with them.
Right.
They're sweet as they want to be, but it's different now that we're a couple because I'm probably going to say more when we're in the same household than I'm saying now. Right now, I don't say anything. I just keep quiet.
Yeah, I would keep quiet if you were to move in, too.
Really?
With a grown kid? Yeah, you can't say, Do you have kids?
No.
Oh, that's why you don't know this shit. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, no. That's the best way to make the kids hate you and Buddy hate you. You just back up. Like, if you want to have a conversation about the kids, you have that in private with him. That's something you need to say. You don't say nothing to them, though. You just a cool woman that's around now. Hey, guys, want some Skittles? I don't know.
That's how it is now. I don't really say much of nothing.
Right.
Like I don't have a say. When they go to talking, I leave the room. I don't get involved in nothing with his parenting.
Yeah, that's the play. That's the play. So many people overstep there. And that causes a lot of conflict within the relationships because people get sensitive about their kids. Even if they're complaining. It's similar to family. You ever had someone like complain about family and then like you start getting a little too comfortable talking about their family too, and they're like, "Oh, watch your mouth." That's my
Hold
sister.
up, that's my family. Can't say nothing.
Right.
I get it.
So you gotta let them do all the negativity, and then like you gotta be very sensitive with how you approach the situation.
I love this guy, and if I gotta find a way to get along with these kids and take it, I mean, yeah, he meets everything.
I get it. I wouldn't frame it as the kids need to be out. If you really want it to work, I would not position this as like a deadline to leave, because that's just not how it works. It's just not how it works, especially in the economy we have now. Like, you would be expecting the 18-year-old to move out on their own, and they already don't have a plan. Like, even if he did get a job, he still can't move out. Right. So you would need to, I would put the emphasis on the plan.
Okay.
Get him a plan, get him a girlfriend. That's the way you get him. That's the way you get him out of there. That's how you get him out of there.
He don't even have a girlfriend. Every time I'm there, he's just in that room on a game.
Yeah, that's why. He playing with the game and himself. So it's like, if you want him to move out, help him with that plan, get him a little lady, he'll get his act together.
Thank you so much, and I'll update you because we see each other again in a month. So I'll update you. We need to have that talk sooner than later.
Yeah, come back. I'll be here.
Thank you for letting me share.
No problem, dear. Take care.
Bye.
All right. She said she want to walk around naked. Just dick swinging. You seen that? What was that from? Was it Friday? I think it was Friday. Pretty sure it was Friday. Walking around naked is overrated. I don't really enjoy it. Was super exposed. When did he graduate? He may need a break. I don't know. I don't appreciate you, Shantae. You see it. It wasn't Friday. What was it? That was Pops, right? Next Friday? It was one of the Fridays. It was one of the Fridays, for sure. It was Baby Boy. No, it wasn't. You trolling? Think you need to go ahead and leave it alone? Maybe. But I can get why, right? Like, you start getting a little bit older, like, man. I don't know some personal experience. I know some client experience. It's rough. You start hitting 40s, bro, and you saying, good luck. You better start looking for 4-leaf clovers out this bitch. Huh? Better get you a rabbit's foot, a 4-leaf clover. What else is lucky? Shit. Avoid walking under ladders and shit. Huh? Don't split poles. Like, you gotta really protect that, because it gets rough out here. People wasting time. I remember I made that video, Horseshoe. Hell yeah. I remember I made that video. I was like, yo, if you young and you got some shit going on, I'm not saying if you young force yourself into a relationship. What I am saying is, if you're on the younger end of things, don't miss out on the opportunity because you think you got forever. Message, you don't. You absolutely don't. You don't find good people that frequently, no matter the age. And it becomes rarer as you get older. Now you're sharing the bed with an 18-year-old with no plan and stiff socks for some reason. So, but get it together. Y'all think y'all can have these fucking attachment wounds and these fucked up qualities for a long, you think it's cute. Nah. Get it together. I'm telling you. Time waits for nobody. You're going to regret it. You're going to hit that age. You're going to freak out a little bit. You're going to go looking. The motherfucker's going to be hard to find. Hard to find. So if you out here sabotaging shit, running from shit because of fear, you think it's cute in your 20s and maybe your early 30s. But you're going to be one of them 40 and 50-year-olds looking back, being like, I fucked that up. That should have been worked on. I was out here bullshitting. And now look at me. On Hinge. Looking at 50-year-old men with fitted caps. No jawlines. And goatees that don't connect. Saying, hey, beautiful. A lot of y'all headed for it. You don't even know it. So get it together. That's what we're here for. Get it together. All right. If you have any questions pertaining to dating and relationships, hit the button at the bottom of the screen with the blue and pink person. I will bring you up and solve your issue. I tell the clients all the time, man, it's like, you better focus on this shit. You can't, like, your attachment wounds are so weird, bro, because they'll come to you in logical narratives. An avoidant person will have a very logical reason as to why they shouldn't deal with you. An anxious person will have like a very grounded reason as to why this situation isn't the best situation, right? You can't listen to it. I can tell you this. Here's a sign. If you want to run once things get close, whatever your brain told you is incorrect. If shit was cool for a couple of months and y'all got closer and now magically you have a reason to get going, you're lying to yourself. It don't matter what your attachment style is. You're lying. I tell clients all the time, you're lying to yourself. Just really focus on that part. It doesn't matter what the attachment style is. When your excuse to leave is in alignment with you getting closer, you are sabotaging. You are rationalizing some bullshit. Now, if that happens before, okay, you may have an argument. But if it happens when you're getting closer, there's an issue there. And whatever your brain has concocted is bullshit. It's bullshit. Because if it was true, you would have had that issue before y'all got close. Does that make sense? I really want that to make sense. Put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Put a 2 in the chat if that doesn't make sense. I just had a conversation with an avoidant client yesterday about this. For people who are put into, what are you confused about? Here's the logic. Attachment wounds are activated once you get closer to somebody. If you feel like you want to leave when you've gotten closer to somebody, your brain isn't going to say, I must leave because I'm avoidant. I must sabotage this because I'm anxious. That's not what your brain says. Your brain comes up with a reason to leave that makes sense. So what I'm telling you is, if that reason was real, it would have been real earlier in the process. Very simple heuristic for you. Very, very simple. Okay? I had an avoidant client recently. He was in a long distance relationship. And he's only been in 3 relationships, right? He's in a long distance one right now. So I was going through his relationship history. FA left the chat. Fearful avoidance do tend to get gone. He's in a long distance relationship currently. First relationship, he left because he didn't want to do long distance. Second relationship was the best relationship he's ever been in. And he left because she wasn't a Christian. And I said, was she like atheist or a different religion? He said, no, she was open to Christianity. She was actually studying it. She just wasn't really locked in with it. So I felt like I would need the person who I'm going to build my life with to be a Christian. Current woman is who the call was about, right? Current woman is long distance and not Christian. So I said, is this woman Christian? He was like, no. I said, interesting. But you left the last one because she wasn't Christian, right? He was like, yeah. I was like, huh. And the one before that, you left because you didn't want to do long distance, right? He was like, yeah. And I was like, the one you have currently, this is a long distance relationship, right? He was like, yeah. Huh. I said, you're avoidant, my guy. He's like, I was afraid you'd say that. Yeah. I said, because if these reasons for leaving were actually valid, they would be consistent across connections. They will be consistent across connections. If you truly had a problem with long distance, you would not do long distance with anybody. If you truly had a problem with a woman not being Christian, you would not date any women who were non-Christians. But you're dating someone who's not a Christian and is long distance. So these are just justifications to leave these relationships. For fear of intimacy. That's when you're going to say has too many moles. He was unaware of it, though. He was really unaware of it. But that's how it works. That's one reason I'm telling y'all that story. That's how it works. It gives you a logical reason to justify scurrying away. So really pay attention to that. Really pay attention to that. I need to identify my attachment style, but I don't think I run from closeness. Could be unaware, though. You can book that call, love. Hey, you want to find out that attachment style? Figure out your blind spots, how you're sabotaging yourself. Every client I have is sabotaging themselves without realizing it. Book that call. DM me the word coach, and I'll send you a link to book your call. We'll figure it out. I'll customize a strategy for you to get you over that hump. Okay? All right. Good talk. You got to DM me the word coach, like in my inbox. Not in the chat. No, I'm not done with calls. You can still call in. Not yet. Not yet. Hello? Hello? All right. Who's next? Yeah, it was definitely an accident. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Great, love. What can I do for you?
I don't know. I guess I'm trying to. Okay, so I'm 26. I've been in one relationship before. It didn't last long. For context, I have MS, multiple sclerosis, and I went through a really bad relapse like 3 years ago. And now live with chronic pain. So it's hard for me to go out, and I just feel like I feel stuck, and I don't know what to do in terms of navigating relationships, because I can't even really go out in the first place. And I met my ex on a dating app, and it was horrible. I don't want to go back to the dating app, so I'm trying to. I guess I just feel like time is passing, and I can't do anything about it. I don't know if that's a unique experience, or if you've
Sure.
yeah.
So, you have MS, so your mobility is limited?
Yes, I walk with a cane.
Okay. To what degree, though? Can you, go out the house and still enjoy yourself, or is that just uncomfortable of the situation?
I can, but like not frequently. Like more recently, I've been able to do it a lot better. Um, but even then, I just feel like even when I go out, like, and I try and push myself to go, like, I'm not like enjoying myself because I'm like so uncomfortable and self-conscious about having to walk with a cane at 26. So I don't know.
Okay. Okay. And you said that your last relationship, you met him on a dating app.
Yeah,
How long?
yeah,
How long were y'all together?
it was 7 months. That was before, so I had just graduated from undergrad. I met him. I'm a Christian as well, and I made my like boundaries really clear from the beginning. And I just felt like he spent the entire thing, like he said he was okay with it at first, and then spent the entire relationship trying to push those boundaries. And then it got to a point like around the 7 month mark was when I first got sick, and I can't, I like physically can't even do what it is you're asking me to do, even though I already told you like what my boundaries are from the beginning. And then he was just like, well, yeah, like I can't stay around. And I was like, okay, so you're leaving me now too, like while I'm not feeling well, and in addition to the fact that you're not able to push my boundaries, even though I told you those were what they were from the beginning. You know what I mean?
Okay. So the boundaries were related to physical intimacy?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you incapable of doing anything like that?
Not only am I incapable, I don't want to. I am saving myself for marriage. And like I said, like I made that clear to him from the
Okay.
beginning. Like I've made it clear to everybody I've spoken to.
Okay. All right. That's fair. And what is your goal here? Your goal is you want to be married, it sounds like.
Yeah, I do. But I feel stuck because I'm like, I am getting better, but just not at the rate that I would have hoped. And like I said, time is passing, not getting any younger.
What does getting better look like with that diagnosis?
For me right now, it's like being like completely pain free and able to like get around without mobility devices.
So that's a possibility here.
It is a possibility, yeah. There's
Okay.
other factors at play though too, though, like being able to afford whatever treatment I need to get there. That's a barrier as well.
Okay.
But even then, still, I'm figuring it out. It's just like it's not as expedited without having access to certain treatments. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, listen, kudos to you for actually being out here trying. There's like people who don't have any kind of illness of any sort who just take themselves out of the game. So you definitely seem to have very strong will. So what do we do with this situation? You have limited mobility. You're saving yourself for marriage. So that, but you are getting better, right? Okay. So were you here when I gave my whole spiel on static environments?
I like earlier today or just in general because I've been joining the live a few times.
Okay,
maybe
so you've
last
been
week
here
or the week
before. So have you ever
Yeah,
heard
I've
me
been
talk
here
about
before.
static and dynamic environments?
Yeah, I have.
Perfect. Thank God. God bless you. Oh my God. Okay. So I don't have to go into that whole speech. Now, you understand what static environments are conceptually. There's also a digital version of static environments. You're in one currently. This is like a blend of static and dynamic environments because we have around 150 people here who show up daily, and then 150 or so who come who are new. Okay.
Okay.
Given your limitations, I would encourage you to do something like this, right? So you've been in this live for a while, right? But you haven't, you're calling in now, which is great. You haven't really engaged in the chat because this is my first time laying eyes on you. Maybe you have and I just missed it.
No, I haven't. This is my first time.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
So I'm not telling you have to make this your thing. So for example, when I first got single, I joined a app called Meetup, and it has a lot of like groups that can be created up there. and I joined a group called Creative Intellectuals. Terrible name, I know. Sounds pretentious, but that meetup had like a bunch of subgroups within it. Okay, so there was groups on, if you were into anime, there was like a subgroup for that. If you were into books, there was a subgroup for that. If you were into like dance, there was a subgroup for that. So I would just go and join and attend some of these things. But before I did it in person, there was a digital, there was like digital chats. They had like a Discord server with like a different room for each group. And I would engage digitally first and kind of build somewhat of connections, like connections with people digitally before actually attending the physical event. And when I did so, there were people there who I recognized I've already spoken to. So we had some degree of a connection and rapport already established.
Okay.
That will be the best play here for you.
Okay.
Do something like that, because when you're doing it in the digital space, you're at least building you're making progress. You're building momentum. You're in the room. You're engaging with people. People are now aware of your existence. So when you have one of those good days, is that how MS works? You have like good days and bad days?
Yeah, like I had, but even then, like I really pushed myself even last Saturday to go to a concert that I really wanted to go to, which was like the first time I was able to do that in 2 years. But
Nice.
I had, like, I was going with my cousins and I was like, we're gonna do this after and do this, and then like I got there and I was like, I'm having fun, but I need to go home. Like I'm tired and in pain.
I get it.
You know what I mean? So it's like
I get it. You
there's
chose a
limits
hell of an
to-
environment to test out your your physical energy in a concert. What was it, Chris Brown and Usher? What concert was it?
No, I live in Toronto. Ashake, he's a Nigerian artist.
I have no
I
idea
was
who that is.
in a seated
Okay,
section, so I could sit whenever I want. But it
Nice.
was like, yeah,
nice. I didn't know if Usher was asking you to come on stage.
God forbid.
If I see a woman with a cane up there, I'm gonna know it's Chrissy. I'm like, Chrissy getting out. That's what I'm talking about. Getting grinded on by Usher. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's what I recommend you do.
Okay.
Start that way. Start slow. You'll start building some momentum. Okay, and then when you have one of those good days, you go and you put yourself in those environments and you meet some of the people that you've been engaging with.
Okay.
I know we are going on a cruise in February as a group. We just came back from Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
So if that's something that you also want to attend, you can do that as well. We actually had a woman named Danielle from Toronto who came out with us to Dallas, Texas, stayed in the Airbnb with us, had a great time. Oh, grand time, Chrissy. Fantastic. Good vibes all around. So, you've got options. You just got to find. One of my favorite ideas is like, for a problem to exist, a solution must also exist.
Exactly.
Okay? So, there's a way, there's a path. We just got to find it. And I think this is at least close.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you so much.
No problem, dear. Keep me posted on how it goes. Okay?
I will.
All right, you take care.
Thank you.
She sounds sweet. Toronto got them baddies. I hear. I've heard. Lady Bus says she's from Toronto, so she said the rumors are true. The rumors are true. I'm here. She'll be alright though. Some of you who are like very introverted too, you may want to do the digital version. But just don't use that as a way to like not meet people in person. Hold yourself accountable. If you're going to use the digital static environment strategy, that's cool, but meet people in person. So like when I extend invitations to go on group outings, perfect time to meet people who you see in the chat here. That's the people who met me in Dallas. Very friendly, very handsome, charming, intelligent, witty, funny, tall with the right shoes, dress extremely well, a lot of good qualities. You have a good time, is what I'm telling you. Have a good time meeting me in person. So, consider it. All right. Yes, I help women too. I gotta change the bio actually. In Canada, people are more into interracial dating. I would assume so. A lot of racially ambiguous people I see coming from that spot. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. All right, we got another caller. Hello.
What's up?
What's going on?
Okay, I have like a small minor problem, and I need you to tell me if I'm being like a spoiled brat, or maybe if I can like communicate it. Now, it's the
Okay.
same problem I brought to you for my birthday earlier this year.
Okay.
Now, me and my partner, we really don't have any issues. We're usually calm and chill and vibing and best friends for the most part. My only little small thing, if he asks, like, what can I fix? It's like the way that he plans dates. My love language is quality time. So I could be up underneath him all day long. Now, he just started law school after his full-time job. And then after my full-time job, I teach Pilates. So we don't get home during the week until like 10:30. He gets home at 11. I go to sleep at 12 to wake up at 6. So we don't get much time during the weekday to spend together. And we trade weekends off on planning dates. Me, I like a whole nice date. Like, we'll go tree climbing, we'll go to the museum, we'll go out to get something to eat. But on his weekend, I feel like when it's his time to plan, he doesn't really initiate. He'll always ask me, and it ends up being on my shoulders to plan, which I have no problem, but I want to see him initiate and plan a date night. And so I don't know what to continue to say, because I watch him plan friend hangouts with his friends and stuff like that. But when it comes to me, it's like he's asking a million questions, and I'm just like, dude, just go with it. Like, I'm going to go wherever the hell you take me. Just take me.
Right.
So I don't know how much I need to communicate, or maybe I need to change it up, because exactly what you said is exactly what I'm saying, and exactly what I've been saying since my birthday.
Okay. How long have y'all been together?
3 years.
And how old are you two?
I'm 23, he's 24.
And how did y'all meet?
School. Undergrad.
Okay. What does he do for a living?
He works in oil and gas.
And he doesn't take you on dates at all. Like, not that he's planning.
I'm not really that he's planning, no.
So when
We'll
y'all
go
do,
on dates, but it's like usually almost always my idea.
okay. So when you brought this up to him, I'm assuming you brought this up multiple times.
Yes.
And how did you communicate it?
Like, not even like mad, like we besties. So it's just like, I'm like, hey, I would love for you to stop asking me questions a million times about what to do, where to go, how to do it. Like, take some initiative, because, you know, he's asking my mom and my sisters. He's getting ready to propose. And I told him, like, I'm going to know when you're trying to propose, because it's going to be the one time you plan something. So it's just like, do something. Like, take me somewhere and don't ask me a million damn questions about it.
So is he asking your mother and sister about, like, where he should take you to propose, or does he do that for dates in general?
He's asking them about like ring size, proposing, what my schedule looks like for the end of the year.
Gotcha. Okay. So when you bring this up to him, how does he respond?
He's like, well, I just never know what you want to do.
And then you say,
And
how do you respond to that?
to me, it's like we talked for about a year before we got together. So you've known me for 4 years. We're around each other 24/7. You know me. You know what I like to do. You know my hobbies. You know what I like. You know what I don't like. And even if you're unsure, to me, it's just try it out.
So he's never planned a date that you just didn't like, and you told him you didn't like it.
No. Now, the only thing, he'll give me like suggestions. He'll be like, well, let's go to the movies and see like Spider-Man. I don't really care for the movies. I don't really care for Spider-Man. And so if you're giving me suggestions and you're not just taking me, I'm like, so for example, he gave me that this weekend. I said, no, let's not go to the movies. He was like, let's go to the racetrack. I was like, yeah, that sounds really fun. Let's go watch some horses. He was like, can you look up some of the race times? There was no race times for when we wanted to go to the racetrack. So I told him that there was no times, and that almost like deflated his spirit.
Right. So to help this situation, when he asks you to go do something or even throw a suggestion out there, just agree with it. Because it's going to be confusing. I get your complaint, right? So I get like you just wanting him to do it. I understand that. You're not wrong there. But you can see how it will be confusing if you tell him like it don't matter where we go, and then he's like, "Well, let's go here," and you're like, nah,"
Right.
right? So to make things easier on you, just if he does that again, just do it. Like you're going to get a lot better results here with positive reinforcement.
Right.
So what you've been doing so far is like negative reinforcement. What you want to do is positive reinforcement. So when he does take initiative, when he does take you out, even if it's just a mere suggestion, and especially when it's not suggesting, when he just tells you something and just takes you somewhere, make a big deal over it. Make him feel like the man for doing it. And that's going to make him feel good. He's going to want to feel that way more. So he's probably going to do it more. It's not a guarantee, but it is a path to kind of make that outcome more likely.
Okay, that's real. Great advice as always. Thank you. That's all I needed. Thanks.
All right, love. Keep me posted, all right?
Okay.
All right. Yeah, if y'all want anyone to do more of something, positive reinforcement, bro. People default to negative reinforcement. They want to like chastise. I'm not saying she was doing this, but typically people want to chastise when like you do something they don't like. You gonna go a lot further if you can do that positive reinforcement. It don't even matter the gender either. This works on men and women. Nice positive reinforcement. Did you study psych? I just read some books, brother. Got some common sense. I bet she would have liked Spider-Man. Yeah, you gotta give Spider-Man a try. It's crazy. Negative reinforcement isn't a long-term solution for anything. Right. That's why you give dogs treats. Like, we're not animals. We're like half animal, half angel in a sense, right? That's why you like tell a dog to sit and they put that ass on the ground. Here's a biscuit. They're like, I want more of those. So when you say that word, I'm gonna make sure this ass touches the floor because I get biscuits then. That's it. It's that simple. The Pavlovian response, exactly. Exactly. Yo.
Hello.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I just want to talk about like my relationship.
Okay, what's going on?
I don't know if I'm the problem or what, but like I'm 19 now and she's only 18, and we've been dating for like 5 months now.
Mm-hmm.
And like everything is good, and she hasn't done anything wrong, but like I told her that I don't feel comfortable with her having guy friends, you know. Yeah, I told her that when we started dating, she told me she had like a guy best friend, and I was like, I can't control who you want to be with, but I don't feel comfortable you being around them and stuff, having a guy friend basically. And she was like, she said like she understand me and she would try my best not to be around him too much. But like a month went by, and now she's telling me that she has 15 guy friends.
15?
15 of them. And I don't even. We go to the same school, but the people that she hangs around with, she's friends with, are the people that I avoid being around with.
You said that the 15 guys that she's friends with are guys you don't want her to be around with?
I don't even want to be around them.
You don't want to be around the guys.
Yeah.
Where did she meet these guy friends?
They said they play football. They play football, and they have a friend from school. They went to the same middle school, and now she's a senior now. I graduated last year.
She's a senior now, you said?
Yeah,
In high school?
yeah.
And you're in college?
I'm in trade school.
You're in trade school, okay. So what's your question here, brother?
So like, if she's been like that, I would okay for just leave her,
Mm-hmm.
and then like move on with my life and let her live it when she wants.
You said, is it okay if you leave her?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. That's all right.
that's not right.
No, that's all right. It's all right with me.
We almost broke up one time because I had to find some stuff on her phone and stuff, and she got, and I told her I was done with her.
You found something on her phone, you said?
Yeah, she had something on her phone.
What did
Then
she
she
have?
told me it was kind of like a game, right? And in that game, it's a role play game. She used to like. I went to her messages and stuff, and then she was dating a different guy in the game. And then she's saying that she's not her, it's her friend. And she started crying, and her dad came to my house.
Okay. Well, yeah, you should leave this one alone, man, right?
Sorry.
I said you should leave this one alone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what you're gonna do? You gonna leave her alone? You gonna leave her alone?
Yeah.
My man. All right, brother. Keep me posted on how it goes, Chief. Take care of yourself. 15 guy friends, huh? I don't think I have 15 friends in total. And she has 15 men. All right. Well, what do we think, chat? She must be popular. I bet she is. I bet she is well known at a high school. For sure. She's active. As a high schooler, this is normal, I think. Yeah. I don't know. Now, there's people that you know, right? In high school. Not 15 guy friends. Unless, like, she's calling just people she knows guy friends. Sounds to me she has 15 guy friends for real. Okay. Got another request. 15 was very specific, wasn't it? Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm trying to figure out if I am in an avoidant, anxious relationship.
Okay.
I've known him for over 30 years. And we've had relationships in between, like, us knowing each other. But now we decided to kind of try to figure out if we want to make this thing happen. And now it's like, it was great in the beginning. I feel like it was like love bombing, like all of this stuff. And then now it kind of feels like
Everything I do annoys him.
Okay. Why does it feel that way?
Why do I feel that way?
Like, what are you observing?
Okay, so just, slight things. So when we decided to try to give this thing a go again, after we finally met up again and we were intimate and all of these things and it was great, it was like all of a sudden he just kind of pulled away, and now it's like the texts are short, the conversations are short. He knows my schedule, so he definitely talks to me when he knows it's going to be quick. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, I feel like I know I'm in an avoidant, anxious attachment relationship.
So y'all known each other for 30 years, you said?
We've known each other for 30 years. He was my first.
Who's your first? Okay.
Yeah. And we just kind of ended up finding each other again after I got divorced. He never got married, but
How old are you two?
huh?
How old are you two?
I am 48. He is 55.
Do you want to be married again?
I do not.
Uh,
I'm not sure, actually. I mean, if this became amazing, then sure. But like at this point, I had a pretty rough marriage, so I'm kind of like, I don't know. I think I could just deal with just being in a relationship.
Are y'all
And
in a
we're also-
relationship currently?
Well, okay, so we haven't put a name on it. We haven't put like, oh, look at your face. We haven't actually put like a title on it or anything like that. But
So no, you're not in a relationship. How long have y'all been dating since y'all reconnected?
it's been about, it's been about a year. Like it took, when he first came back around and was like, hey, I'm sorry for the way things ended. Let's, try to see if we can do this again. It was a year before I really decided to open up again. I mean, we had conversations on the phone, like stuff like that, but it was a year before I actually was like, okay, let me see if this will work, because I was feeling like, okay, maybe he really wants to have a relationship with me.
So have you brought up the fact that y'all don't have a title?
Yes, and I brought up a lot of things, and it feels like every time I bring up something, he kind of is like, well, he flips it. He flips everything. Like, you're emotional, you're this, all this kind of stuff. Which, no excuses, but I am an emotional person, but he flips it. Like, you're kind of needy and that kind of thing.
Why does he feel like you're needy? Or why do you think you're needy?
Because I am.
In what way?
I'm a nurturer, so I like to do things for him. I like to be around. I like to be in his space, like that kind of thing.
How is that needy?
Well, to me, it doesn't feel needy, but I guess in his eyes, it feels needy.
Why do you think it feels needy in his eyes? Like, to what degree are you doing that stuff?
Because he said it. Not too much now, because when he said it, I started backing off. But like I told you, we're in a long distance relationship. So he's
Hold on.
he's a truck driver.
You're not.
So he works in construction and stuff. So I like to
Hold
bring
on.
him food and make sure he's okay and that kind of thing.
You're not in a long distance relationship.
Well, you're right.
Okay.
I'm in a long distance situationship.
Right. So he's a truck driver.
He is.
Can you bring him food?
But it's like a local truck driver. He doesn't do anything nationally. It's like within, the city.
So how's it long distance?
Because I live in Houston and he lives in Louisiana.
Okay. How frequently do y'all see one another?
Well, it was for a while every weekend. but now it's starting to slow down because like he's like, oh, I'm busy this weekend.
Okay. So what question do you have here?
I guess my big question is like, I don't know, like, is it an avoidant thing? Like, is that a real thing? I know online it says it's a real thing, but
Okay, so let's imagine I say the word yes. What do we do from here? What's next?
I don't think I can handle it.
Right.
Somebody
But you
wrote
don't
that.
you don't need a label to know you can't handle it, right? Me saying yes, he's avoiding doesn't really change the situation, so you knew you couldn't handle it before you got the label for it. Right?
Yeah.
I can't tell you whether or not
I'm trying to see if that's something I need to try to understand.
No.
Like if that is a real psychological thing that's happening or trauma rooted, like is that something you need to try to understand?
Nope. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
That sucks because I really like him.
I get it. Yeah. It's not easy to do that, but you sticking around investing more is going to help the situation. You'll just become more emotionally invested and it'll be harder to leave. Then you'll start like annoying him more. You're going to try to force him to be what you need him to be, and then he's not going to have the capacity to do that. And then he's going to create more distance, and then you're going to complain more, and it's just going to become annoying for both parties.
I hear you. Okay.
There's a
I
reason
appreciate
he's
that.
55 and he's never been
Say that
locked down
again?
for real. There's a reason why he's 55 and he's never been locked down for real.
Yeah, he's never been married. He's been in a long-term relationship, but he's never been married.
Right.
And I actually asked him about that. Like, how come, you were with someone for 15 years and you never asked her to marry you? He said it just never came to that point. That's weird to me.
Right. So, yeah. But moving forward, you have to, when did you ask him that question?
This was before we were intimate again. Like, this was, because I had some boundaries and stuff that I kind of put up and was letting him know what I expected. And he was kind of talking to me about what he expected. And so we were having that conversation. And I asked him that then. But, I mean, like, to me, that wasn't a deal breaker, like, that you never got married. But, because I was married and the shit just did not work out. So I felt like I kind of understood that. But maybe not.
Yeah, it's more so a reflection of, like, you want to, when you ask questions like that, you want to, like, get an awareness of how the person thinks. You understand how they think, you get a lot of data. He showcased that he's not a very thoughtful person. Not very intentional. Right? So it's like, okay, he's not intentional in that way. It's probably other ways he's not intentional. So you gotta start being able to put together the puzzle from the pieces people give you. And then make a decision from that if it's something to invest in.
I over communicate and he doesn't. So I assume some things, and then when I actually get him to communicate, I'm kind of surprised at some of his answers. But so then it intrigues me, like, okay, maybe I'm thinking of him in the wrong light. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. I don't know how to really explain that, but
No, it's just you really have to lean into discernment with this stuff, man. Like a lot of people, all their problems, the vast majority of people I talk to, either on this live or with coaching clients, the main issue, the real issue isn't whatever they're complaining to me about. The real issue is that they just selected the wrong person to begin with.
yeah. Okay, I get that. I appreciate you.
No problem, dear. Best of luck to you, all right?
Thanks.
All right, no more calls. I'm called out. This third flu is hitting. I feel like Future right now. Where my sunglasses at? I had some sunglasses I ordered from the TikTok shop. Them bitches look goofy as a motherfucker. Huh? Goofball I become when I put them bitches on. I don't see where they're at. They're not in here. They just wide as shit, man. Wide as shit. Let me see if I can find them. Hold on. Damn knee pop getting old. Nah, look at these bitches. Hold on. Look at these. Wide as a motherfucker. I don't like them. I feel like RoboCop with these bitches on. What's that dude on Star Trek? With that shit? What's buddy name? I don't like these motherfuckers. They're too wide, man. They're too wide. Gigi had me put some of hers on in the Airbnb, and they were wider. And I was fucking with them. I ain't fucking with these. So we're gifting them to somebody in the chat. Who wants them? I will send them to you. I don't want these shit. And they gave me 2 pairs. I didn't know I ordered 2 pairs. Had no idea. Fuck, I need a cane with this motherfucker. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start bumping into motherfucker. Excuse me. Them blind people be doing that shit too. There was a blind guy I went to middle school with. He used to bump the shit out of everybody. Hit you with his pole. Just hit motherfuckers with their pole. Ankles being torn up. I know you see or you feel the vibrations, motherfucker. I seen Daredevil. I know you can tell people are here. You just like hitting people with that motherfucking pole. I'm gonna give you a swirly. Keep doing it. Anyway, won't be wearing these. So who's gonna be the lucky winner for these big ass shades? Who's going to be the winner? You can get a handicap part sticker with those, right? I should use these to my advantage. Can I get through TSA pre-check with this shit? I missed a flight recently. Didn't like it. Told y'all that story, right? The Frontier old white lady. Looked a lot like Ani. Ani looks younger, of course. But same phenotype. I was pissed off, man. But don't do it. Why? I can listen. I'm an actor. I'm a thespian. I can play blind if I needed to. I still don't think Stevie Wonder is blind. Have y'all seen that woman who dressed up like Stevie Wonder? And the whole bit is like she can really see, and she just pretends like she can't. Ani finna come on the cruise and cut up. Ani look like she throw ass. She might got you beat. She might got you beat, Hannah. And that's a feat. That is a feat. That's Hannah's favorite form of cardio. Throwing ass in a circle. Hula hoop ass. Circular motion. I have 2 pancakes that don't move. Oof. I'm sorry to hear that, Ani. So you got the capital P build? That's what you got? I told y'all how I feel about the capital P. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of that build. Top 5 worst builds on the planet. Top 5 worst builds on the planet. What a cruel joke. I'm cool with like the little itty bitties, as long as there's a little bump back there, you feel me? You can have just areolas on the chest. I don't give a fuck. I'll play the xylophone with that rib cage. I'll play the xylophone with it. It's long ass. Got some cheeks. Just a little cheek. That's it. Just a little cheek. That's all we need. Proportional. I need this breast reduction ASAP at this point. Can you do the fat transfer from the yitties to the cheeks? I wonder if you can do that. Or is it doesn't work that way. I had another question I was going to ask, but I'm not going to ask it. I do have somewhat of a filter. That would have got me in trouble. Anyway, I get it. You need balance. Precisely. I don't know. Some women, they think that black men, I think black men are notoriously ass men. I've dealt with some women, they're like, you like him, don't you? I'm like, actually, I don't give a fuck about him. What's that ass look like, though? Show me that. You get sent a nude. I don't want to see that. Show me that ass, though. Where that ass at? This was one. If I told y'all an old coworker of mine, she sent me like an unprompted nude. I said, ugh. Someone's been missing out on the gym, haven't they? Unprompted. Big ol' ass. And she didn't show it. I said, well, wait a damn minute. Who gave you this idea? We got to go back to the drawing board. Let's focus group this shit. Who told you to have all that ass and then not show that and show them little mosquito bites? Huh? I got some off, baby. We can spray some off on your chest. Apparently it's exposed to the elements. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? Anyway. You ever been sent an unprompted nude by somebody? Ladies, I know y'all have. That happens quite frequently y'all's way. Unprompted. I try to tell gentlemen, don't do that. My experience, like, guys gotta know the role they play. I ain't never even had a woman really ask me for a picture. Well, it has happened, but typically, that's for them to do. Have them send that. What are you sending photos for? It ain't your job. It's not your job. It's not going to be as appreciated. Let them send you the photos. Admire them. You ain't got to do all that. Unless it's explicitly requested. In which case, do it. Gigi says blocked immediately. Gigi, you been on the receiving end of that? You really don't have to do that with women. Nor should you, unless, again, it's explicitly asked. Any pic, not even a selfie. It's not for us. It's not for us. I hate when a motherfucker asks too. No, I'm gonna ask. I ain't gonna lie to you. Huh? I'm gonna ask for a little. Unfortunately, yes. I'm gonna ask for a little. Not nude. I ain't never asked for a nude. Well, I take that back. But that's when it was like called for. If you catch my drift. What the fuck is this? Hold on. What's going on? Random people be emailing me, bro. Oh, okay. Whoever just emailed me the picture of myself with the shades on, appreciate you. Okay. just got a new. No, I did not. You put it on me, Kiana. That's why we implemented hand on meat. Right. We shall not talk about hand on meat during the live, CJ. It's for the fellas chat only. I share fellas strategies in safe spaces for us fellas. Did you see my question? I did not. Can you retype it? I shall not scroll to find it. So I have to just copy and paste that bad boy. Slap it in the chat. You feel me? Well, fellas chat. You know me and the fellas got a chat. A little secret chat. I ain't the only one in heat out here. Who else in heat? Certainly not I. Chilling. I'm in hand on beats. We taking DJ classes. Right. Nice save, baby. Nice save. Who's in heat? Always CC. The oven always preheated. She just waiting for the right suitor. She don't leave the house though. That's the problem. It's all hot and bothered watching Young and the Restless. Bad combination. Bad combination. He will be delivered. Just gotta get legs, man. That's all you need, CC. You know what I mean? Need some nice shins in your life. Anyway, who's coming to New Orleans with us? In Mexico. In February. It'll be in February. Shantega? Yep. What do you think of a guy that's lying about his assets, and then when I caught him in the lie, what happened? What happened when you caught him in the lie? I'm just going to tell you to leave, though, but you can continue to tell me the story. He told me that he didn't think I would date him without his assets. Okay, well, you should probably leave, right? He's lying to you. Definitely want to join. Probably can only do New Orleans. Okay. Where do we find the info? Still working out the details. It's not until February. We're just kind of planting the seeds now to gauge interest. Trying to do it bigger and better than Dallas, which is a high bar. I might need that balcony, fresh air when you lit Elite. I'm definitely getting the balcony room. How much was it, Danny? It's a band, right? For the balcony room? It's $1,800. Well, no balcony for me. $2,000 for a balcony is crazy. How big is the balcony? Who trying to split it? $1,800 is ridiculous. I was seeing some of them suites. I was looking at like rooms on TikTok just to get a good gauge. They charge. Gigi, you trying to split it? You trying to split it with me? We can split it. But yeah, they charge. It's little. What's little? The balcony is? These big ass shades just dropped. That was that big boom you heard. It was like an asteroid hitting the concrete. Yeah, a few people in the chat just said the balconies are little. Yeah, nah, I'm not with that. I'm not with that. Danny, me and Danny gonna be roomies. We'll split the 1800, brother, cause fuck that. Is Danny joining?
Hey, how's it going?
What's up? Why you come in like a regular caller?
Force of habit. Yeah, I'm seeing stuff all over the chat about it. There's different room configurations for each, like the inward cabins, the window, the balcony. You can get a single bed, 2 beds. You can get quads. We're figuring out what we're gonna do. I think for the fam, we're probably gonna set people up in quads just to make it a little more affordable for everyone, and then you and I can get the balcony. Did I disconnect?
Nope.
Okay. You froze for a second. Yeah, we can split the balcony. We can get everyone else set up. We're still working that out with the plug we have through Express, so we'll have more details soon.
Mm-hmm. Keon, stop snitching on me. Yes. Whatever you just said, I was not paying attention. But I agree, because we tend to agree, me and you, Danny. So, let's do whatever it is you just said.
Okay.
So me and you get in the balcony, right?
Hell yeah.
My man.
All right, well, I'll leave
man,
you to it.
20 grand.
I was just getting annoyed because everyone was saying a bunch of
Hoopla.
weird, untrue things. You know how I'd be.
Yeah. I got you. All right, brother. See you at the Mod Pod, baby.
All right, bye-bye.
You know, I don't say bye anymore, because one of my homeboys years ago, my ace, first met him, we were on the phone. He was, I'm about to go. I said, all right, bro, bye. And he told the group chat, so this nigga saying bye-bye. I said, well, I guess I have to eliminate that from my vocabulary. Danny just made me think of it. So embarrassed. So embarrassed. Okay. So, who's coming on, who's coming with us? Who's interested in coming with us? Yeah, I say peace. I replaced it with peace immediately. But even that ages me a little bit. Keanu, what was it Buddy said? Stay light. No, stay light was lit. I like that one. He's like, all right, bro, stay light. I said, hell yeah, nigga, I am. I don't even know what that means, but I'm with it. I would like to stay light. I'm in a caloric deficit, as is. So, and I would like to stay that way, for sure. Yeah, they want to steal that from you, my man. You gonna stay capital P? Here we go, Ani. Capital P. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's gonna get you doing some hip thrusts. Some lunges. Hannah will put you through the Hannah routine, the Hannah method. It starts off with a flight to Nigeria. I need that too. Ani, I'm starting to think you're not a white woman for real. I'm starting to think you are a troubled youth with a white woman's profile picture. Secretly a YN who's running the greatest troll of all time on some Ocean's 11 type shit. Gigi, you see me trying to riff with humor right now. What are you talking about? Cruise shit. Do y'all know? Hold on. Do y'all know the stops we're making cruise wise? I don't know. Danny, answer Gigi's question. Gigi, no more questions. Ruining my focus. Yucatan, is that what it is? It was fat. What was fat? What are you and TJ talking about, Hannah? What was fat? Where's requesting for a call? I'm not taking any more calls. So I will see you tomorrow. Patty Melt. Okay, so you don't want results then, Hannah. That's what you're telling me. You over there going to Five Guys. You leaving the gym, going to Five Guys. It's crazy. Wild work. Wild work. But I'm fucking with it because them patty melts are delicious. Huh? A reverse grilled cheese sandwich. Might order one tonight. I did have the chicken and waffles from Chick-fil-A. The Christians have done it again. Jesus makes one heck of a sandwich, I'll tell you that. That chicken and waffle chicken sandwich with that bacon on that bitch, I ain't even get the side of syrup. It wasn't needed. It wasn't required. Leagues above the McGriddle. Leagues above the McGriddle. Would like another one, to be honest with you. I did order chicken and waffles at brunch. Yes. I'm really a strong proponent for salty and sweet, for sure. Literally a nothing burger. I don't follow, Shiv. Don't piss me off. But you piss me off. You better not have not one negative word to say about Chick-fil-A or their new menu items. Better than the McGriddle, I promise you. I promise you it's better than the McGriddle. Because of the consistency, because it's a waffle. They're making waffles. You feel me? Oh, In-N-Out? Gotcha. Never mind. Continue. But you got the little crunchy, the crunchy exterior. Huh? A sight to behold. However, the steak, egg and cheese McGriddles did have me on a chokehold in McDonald's, for sure. They definitely fucked me up. One of the fattest motherfuckers I know put me on. He said, listen, bro, you gotta try that goddamn. Like, he was eating, he had like just finished a cycle of McGriddles. Soon to begin anew. And he was telling me about it while he had a little break. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. You didn't like In-N-Out, Shiv? It's been a while since I've had it. I gotta go back to Cali. Try it out. Try it out. If flat booty is capital P, what letter is the other body types? Well, just because you have a flat ass doesn't mean that you're a capital P, because it requires big yitties, right? But I've seen bean poles out there with neither. Those are the true unfortunate people of the planet. Just walking fireman poles, man. Just nothing going on. It's like, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Miss Star, you should play the game that Shiv is a big fan of. There was a game Shiv kept trying to convince us to play. People didn't want to play it so bad they just went to sleep after her request. They had such little desire to play the game. They said, you know what? Actually, I'm going to call it a night. We're going to call it a night. I'll see y'all in the morning. I said, wow, shit, that really did suck the energy out of the room, didn't it? But we did promise her to play it next time we all got together. So we on this boat, ship, pardon me. We gotta play it. Any final questions, people, before I get out of here? Any final questions? Speak now or forever hold your peace. I forgot. What's the name of the game, Shiv? Fishbowl. It's called Fishbowl. Even Gigi said no. We all know how Gigi is. Gigi said no. She really won't fucking with it. Is it a card game? It's something. I don't know what it is. Probably think of a few adjectives to describe it. Fun not being one of them. But we promised that we would play it. So play it we must. Play it we must. And we will be doing it on the ship. And if you see me put on my life vest and jump off the ship, mind your business. Just mind your business. I am fine. I will be okay. After the game is finished, retrieve me. Just throw a ladder down or something. I'll find my way back up. Okay. Doesn't seem like there's any more questions. So if you're new here, make sure to follow. I go live twice a day. I'll be live again tomorrow at noon Eastern time. If you want to watch the replays of these lives, you can find them on YouTube. Link in bio for that. It is at The Signal Dating. If you'd like to see pictures of us on our trip, all the new friendships that were made, you do that on Instagram at The Signal Dating. If you want coaching, you DM me the word coach and I will send you a link to book your 1-hour coaching call. Okay? Appreciate the mods, appreciate the chat. I will see you all tomorrow. Y'all take care.